Who gives a shit about inheritance? I love how they're juxtaposing Shanks and Loki. That's where we're getting to. This flashback doesn't end until these niggas clash, I think. That's what I think. Until Shanks and him meet, that's when the flashback is gonna end. Because it feels like we got like 1 or 2 more chapters left of this flashback. We're wrapping this shit up. And going off of Shanks, low key, under like, he's pretending like he hated the surface world in his time with Roger. We know that's a fucking lie. So he's got to be under some kind of deep cover or some kind of bullshit, right? But for what means? Was it to free the slaves? Was it to do that? Does he have other things, another agenda? Here while he's at... We found out where they stay. These motherfuckers all stay. They all stay in Shangara, domain of the gods. Shangara. Alright, so we found out about contracts, bro. That's the most interesting shit. Contracts? There are 3 levels of contract. The shallow sea contract is a more minor pact. The deep sea and deep sea contracts are reserved for those who are bound to be who are to be bound fully to the true God. Only 13 individuals, organization 13 baby. Only 13 individuals in the entire world receive that privilege. And so he is a God's steel. So we found out that there is God's steel. Like apprentices. Like Padawans. So we see him free him over there. We see him free him right here. He left the armory open. He's already been attacked by Marshall D. Teach. So whatever happens. So here's the timeline of Shanks. God Valley, baby. The ship. The execution. Splits up from Buggy. Gets into a conflict with Blackbeard, confirmed. Right here. In this timeline. Which is, they said, 5 years ago? 15 years ago. He got attacked. By Blackbeard. Because his eye is fucked up now. Right? 15 years, this happens. Gets into the conflict with Teach. Ends up here. Ends up with the God's Knights as a rank of God's Steel. A God Steel devotee. Then he leaves. Then he becomes a Yonko. Right? No, or was he a Yonko when he met... Was Shanks a Yonko when he met Luffy? I don't remember. No. So he meets Luffy. Some point after this. He meets Luffy. No. He steals the Gumu Gumu no Mi. Sometime after this. I think he has his crew already. I think he's undercover and he has his fucking crew already. And he finds out about that government ship. And then as a pirate, he goes down and steals it. And that's the end of it. That's what causes the breakup. I feel like we're also going to see the breakup of him leaving the God's Knights for whatever reason in the next couple chapters. Because it's all going to lead into him meeting Loki. So what we got to find out now is after this, when did Shanks beat Loki? Shanks was instrumental in the capture and imprisonment of Loki 6 years ago. Okay. So this was 6 years ago. So we're going to see him leave this shit, steal the Gomu Gomu no Mi, meet Luffy, and then the clash. Then becomes a Yonko. Then the clash with Loki. And then that's the end of the flashback. That's what I'm thinking. He's Shamrock's younger brother, so he's the younger brother confirmed also. He suffered many hardships in the surface world. If he were to form a deep sea contract, I believe he'd make a great asset on par with Shamrock. So he would get, so here's how this is working out in my head too. The contracts. There's 3 levels, right? The shallow sea contract is more of a minor pact. That's what God Steels get. Wait a minute. Hello, it's editing Jokerman here. So really quick before I get completely off course, the contracts. So God Steel, shallow sea contract is minor. Deep sea contract is a God's Knights contract, and then what I think a deep sea contract is the Gorosei's contract. All right. What is that symbol though? That shit looks like Blackbeard's. What is that symbol though? The circle and the X. Circle X tattoo. One Piece. Is that a thing? I feel like I've seen that before. Not the. It more recently revealed Shanks' Abyss Mark. In recent manga chapters, a different symbol, a cross inside a circle, was revealed to be on red-haired Shanks' left arm. Oh. So the mark that he has, the God Steel mark, the arm that had, I think I just cracked it. The arm that he has the tattoo of the shallow sea contract is the arm he let the Sea King take when he rescued Luffy. So that's like him leaving his past behind for good. It's almost like when Roger died, when Roger came back and found out what the One Piece was, and it made Shanks cry, I think it was confirmation that one of his dreams was not true or possible, right? Like they were too late. There is no Joy Boy or some shit like that. There is no Sun God Nika. There is no whatever he was expecting to find out. Whatever the truth of the world is, it disappointed Shanks. And when his captain died, he lost hope in his dream, right? And he was like, all right, there's nothing for me in the surface world. Maybe what I need is with these people. And he just kind of lost his way. But something happens, and then he has to leave or something. Like he can't get over some of the things that they do. He's still a good person at the end of the day. And the ideologies just clash, so he leaves that shit. And he becomes a pirate. Fuck it. But it's not like he believes in anything. He's almost like how Roger was in this flashback. No real goal, just out on the sea, doing my fucking thing. Take the fruit. Maybe he knows something about the fruit and the Nika fruit and all that shit and whatever. And he's like, I'm just gonna hold on to it. Fuck it. And he meets Luffy. And he restores his faith somehow. Or something like that. Like if we take it surface level, that Shanks is like really upset about the surface world, like what he says here, like we know he's lying. Guess I mistook you for someone else. I don't know what you're talking about. You're just some giant commoner from the surface. Don't act so familiar with me. I was blessed from birth with Figurlin blood in my veins. I have no doubt I'm going to become a knight of God before you. It looks like he doesn't want to say that.
Editing Jokerman here again. I also wouldn't be surprised if Harold, at some point working for the government, came across the Roger ship, the Roger pirates, and saw Shanks when he was a young kid. And Shanks remembers this, and he's trying to put Harold off his scent.
Come on, Shamrock. I wish to deepen my knowledge of the Holy Land, and I shall apprehend that traitor to claim the credit I deserve. I shall apprehend that traitor to claim the credit I deserve. What credit? Are there any leads? It could wait till your wounds are fully healed, Shanks. Did they capture Teach? Like, did Shanks encounter Teach during his time as a God Knight? And that's how they fought? And that's how you got the drop on him? Type shit? Or did it happen while they were both pirates on the surface world? Like, could it be possible that they recaptured Teach after he got away? And he was one of the prisoners that Fisher Tiger also freed? Low-key? And that's how he got that injury? Because I don't know if he has this bandage in this scene right here. It doesn't look like it. Where he frees Fisher Tiger, it does not look like he has a fucking bandage on his face. It looks like it may have happened this night.
Alright, last edit here. So, I don't know where Hawkeye Mihawk fits into all this. Obviously, he has kind of the same attire as the God's Knights do, so maybe they kind of formed their rivalry here. And maybe he is also like Shanks and part of a royal family. Who knows?
So those are my thoughts. I'm probably gonna like make a video just taking this part out and talking to you guys about it, because this is kind of my leading theory right now with the Shanks timeline and some of his secrets, and you know, whatever his mission may be. And this is such interesting shit, dude. Like